Right, okay, so this is Aimee Boocock, Unit 16, Psychology for Sports Performance, Task 4, Group Dynamics, attempting to identify, explain and analyse 4 different factors which influence group dynamics and performance in team sports. Chosen social loafing, Ringleman effect, stages of group development and task and social cohesion. Okay, so England Rugby League team just been knocked out of the World Cup. The group dynamics of the team have been called upon a bit, sort of was been a bit worried about them. So Andy Gudgeon, Sky Sports News, did you identify any sort of social loafing occurring?
Sort of, because I thought Tom Burgess was a bit, because he struggles to sort of handle the limelight and his performance, he didn't put as much effort in his performance and it wasn't that good. And he knew he could have put a bit more effort in, but because he didn't want to be in the limelight as much, he didn't really want to put much of an effort in, so he sort of like relied on more of the other players.
Alright, yeah, so that's a good example. Can you give us a definition of what social loafing is then?
It's what describes players that are on the rugby team who lack motivation in different team situations, and they lack motivation because they're afraid of failure, and they are players who lack confidence as well as anxiety, and they also don't have much identity within the team.
Alright, so as a coach then, what could you have done with him to improve his, not so he didn't social loaf?
More confidence.
Right, yeah, so yeah.
It also social loafing happens when individual players feel like they've less chance of being recognised for their efforts, as well as not having enough motivation to be successful. As the rugby team have many players, which many of them think they don't need to work as hard as others, as they feel like other team members can cover for them.
Alright, so then you've gone on to the Ringleman effect a little bit then. So what is the Ringleman effect then?
That is about performance and like individual performance, and like the bigger the group size, the less each player puts in. Like if it were one person, it'd be like 100%, and if it were 2 people, it'd be like 90. But because the rugby team's more than like that number of people, all the players might feel like they need to put more effort in. Think that they need to put less effort in because there's more players. But if everyone thought that, then that's when the team's performance would go down.
Right, good. So again, so as a coach, then how could you improve that then?
How could I improve?
Because you want everyone to be putting this 100% in, don't you? Because a rugby team, they've got a squad of like 30. You don't want people to be putting in 60%. So how could you get them all to put in 100%?
I put that. Some of the players may feel. Sorry, what was the question?
So how could you just get people to perform 100% rather than thinking, oh, I'm in a squad of 30, he'll do my work?
The confidence levels. Yeah, that.
So you got confidence, but why else would I? So say I'm part of your team.
Obviously the World Cup, obviously the team wanted to win, and they should all think we need to do this. And if they all thought like that, then they could have done it.
Alright, so you begin with more of a motivation talk then.
Yeah.
Alright,
Because
explain.
I think that does work.
Alright, yeah, that's fair enough. Also, there's been talk in the newspapers about the stages of group development, these 4 different stages. Can you explain that, and did that have an effect on the performance?
Well, the first stage is forming, which is when the team members in the group are like getting to know each other, and when they are assessing each other's like strengths and weaknesses, and each member within the group like getting to know each other, and also the members decide like which roles that they're going to be like within the team, because obviously the players in the England rugby team are all from different clubs. They'll have different roles compared to their club and the England club, so they'll have different ones. And the forming is where the leaders that are within the group take a role that are like more of a direct role that are within the team. And storming is where like conflict in the group possibly may start to develop, as well as like some authority over like leaders that are within that group. And then a small amount of demand is possibly then placed in the team for each of the individual players about the roles. And norming is when the roles that are within the group become established, as well as respect between the group members increases. and the leader of the group becomes more involved in decision making. And then performing, which is their final stage, which is where the group are very close to becoming an effective team. The group is also able to work without conflict, as well as each of the group members are responsible for its own decisions, such as each of the rugby players know what their role is within the team. And the performing stage is when the group may change due to new members leaving or bringing in new players.
Alright, so where do you think the England Rugby League team are on that model then?
Probably Storming, as the team all come from like different clubs, and they all need to know each other as well as each of the roles and get to know each other's personalities before they can like properly work good as a team.
Yeah, good. Right, and then finally, there's a lot of talk on TV, a lot of this task and social cohesion. They didn't look a very cohesive group. They weren't working together. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Well, task and social cohesion is like where the players work. Task cohesion is where the players on the team who perform to the best of their abilities on the pitch. However, social cohesion is about the players getting on off the pitch.
Alright, so just explain a little bit more why performing on the pitch then. What's a good thing about performing on the pitch together then? What are they doing?
Like they're working together as a team.
Towards what?
To aim a goal.
Yeah.
And to aim for goals to win.
Yeah, so are they all on the same goals or are they all doing different things?
Same goals, and they all want to win it together. So if all of them working together.
Alright, and then what about social cohesion? What's a good thing being off the pitch, being friends?
Well, like if you get on well off the pitch, it should improve your performance for getting well on the pitch.
Alright, so were the England Rugby League team, were they socially cohesive?
Sort of.
So
They got on, but the performance on the pitch could be better.
Alright, good. So what could you have done as a coach then to improve this?
Ask the team to get to know each other more and different personalities. And
Alright.
as obviously because all the players are from different clubs, they won't know each other as good as what.
Yeah, so did you do anything before the tournament? Did you get them together? Or?
Got them together, but they didn't really speak as much as I was giving the motivational lecture.
Alright. So what kind of activities could you have done to improve that then?
Make them speak more, just leaving them to speak and get to know each other.
Alright. Just chatting to each other, yeah?
No, to make sure that they get to know each other's making sure that get to know each other each personalities and the roles.
Right, good. Right, anything else you'd like to add?
No.
No?